Hello, everybody. We are back with another PMA LCS game, and this game is going to be TBR versus DBP. Got a
Hello,
quite interesting
everybody.
matchup here. Got a couple subs in the lineup. So Legends MK is subbing for Geo, and then TBR. I think Donville is being subbed by Jaberman Kurtz. I think that's how that is. But yeah, really looking forward to this match. We'll be seeing some.
I am looking forward to it as well. Hello, this is Wheels on the Bus, aka now. Hey, listen.
Yes, and Maya here. Yeah.
So Premier Lulu One Trick here. Haha. Anyways, let's get ready for pick ban very soon. Let me just change the scene. Oop, that's not the scene that I want. This is the scene that I want. There we go, and now we're ready.
Alright, yeah, we should be getting in pretty soon. TBR is looking to pick up some wins. They've had a pretty rough start to their first half of the split, so they're they're gonna have to finish pretty strong if they're wanting to make playoffs. And Don't Ban Poppy's currently sitting in third place at 8-4, hoping to tie for second place if they get 2-0 here. So
absolutely, I think Don't Ban Poppy is looking really strong here. If they get the 2-0 here, they could have a even stronger standing than they currently have. So this win can be important for them as well. Absolutely. What are some bans predicted here? What do you think is going to be targeted here in terms of pick bans?
well, since Legends MK is subbing in, I'm assuming he's probably gonna be playing jungle as that's his strongest role. We're probably gonna see some bans targeted at him more. Obviously, his Xin Zhao is likely going to be banned away. I think it's pretty reasonable. And then DBP's ban, probably maybe targeting a couple of Menbung's champions might be a good idea there.
Absolutely, I think Menbung is pretty solid jungler. Actually, we don't just make great big fan how we become great jungler like you for a reason. We don't make that meme for a reason. He's a great jungler.
Indeed.
He is our Lord Savior Bung. So,
and TBR could be looking at banning away some of Guy Fieri's champions. His champion pool is not the largest, so maybe they're gonna try to pinch that. Ban away the Scion or his Ziggs. He's also been spamming Ziggs quite a bit.
He also does play other mid laners, as I see in some of his OP.GG. So we could theoretically see a flexed role here from Don't Ban Poppy. We'll see where everybody goes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like he's been playing quite a bit of Gnar and Urgot recently. So
we'll see. We'll see where he ends up going. And I don't see the pick bans happening anytime soon, so let's see what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like they're just waiting for DBP to ready up.
Alright. So, it says Jaberman Kurtz is playing this game. What are you talking about?
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying wasn't Adonville on their main roster now, or
no? Adonville is on FAP's main roster.
FAP's main roster. Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Jaberman Kurtz.
Yeah, you're right.
Jaberman Kurtz and Sam Bilio is on this particular team.
Indeed.
And then Legend MK is the sub of this team, which is a very interesting sub for sure. I think another big ban that we could theoretically see is Clumsy Chocobo's Ahri, especially because that Ahri could be also be flexed between Zawarudo and Clumsy Chocobo, and
for sure.
And we see the Poppy, not Poppy. We see the Ahri ban coming straight from DBP. So I was right on that.
Indeed, very solid ban from them. So since that TBR is two comfortable players on that champion, very wise of them. And so TBR expecting Yep, there's Zhao ban, as we said. Legend MK is very, very solid at that champion. The Fiora ban coming from DBP.
Targeting Sam Dilio.
Sam Dilio, yeah.
Sam Dilio is more known for carry champions in general, whether it's in the mid lane or in the top lane. So that is a very smart ban, actually, coming from DBP. We'll see what they ban next.
Ezreal ban from TBR, that's very good. Fudgy Ditters has been performing very well in Ezreal on this split, so looks like they won't be able to play the Ezreal jungle though, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, very unlucky for sure.
DBP banning away Javin and Kurtz's Caitlyn. Solid ban. Caitlyn's pretty strong at the moment. It's pretty annoying to deal with in lane, so.
And pretty safe, actually, with being able the ability to sit back and just farm and queue. And
sure, for sure.
Huge range. And then the last ban here.
Oh, they banned the Poppy.
Yep. Ban the Poppy against don't ban Poppy. How
First
original.
pick J4. Not surprising. Legends MK is very dominant on this J4. He's able to just control the map very well with that champion, strong early game jungler. So.
Are you sure you will not see the Ares Jarvan support?
I don't think so. I don't think Symphonian plays that. It's like, I'm looking at the Rek'Sai. I like that pick. You can interrupt Jarvan's dash with your knockup, so.
And you can get out of that Cataclysm. Just burrow away.
We got So I like the Rek'Sai pick a lot. Very strong jungler at the moment, and put a lot of pressure on the map. Very strong early game. Sivir picked up for Javin and Kurtz. Nice safe ADC that's able to just push waves and farm.
And also, great team fighting ultimate. Let's go button.
And great team fighting, yes, indeed.
The great let's go button to help Numbung move even faster towards his enemies.
And DBP will be picking up the Ziggs for Guy Fieri up. Signature champion from him. He's played it quite a bit. Just a nice safe mid laner where you're able to just push and farm. So he'll be holding down that mid lane pretty well with that pick.
And then what's the third pick? What role do you think they're gonna go for next?
Oh, the support, Janna. Oh, so that's a Janna for Symphonian there. Very straightforward support. He plays that support champion quite a bit. Pretty good for disengage and just very versatile support. So.
And also, I just like that with the J4, or even against the J4. I just like the combination of the Cataclysm and the Monsoon. Just heal inside of that thing.
Indeed. Cassio being picked up for TBR. That's guessing Clumsy Chocobo is going to play that pick. I think he plays Cassio quite a bit. Or it could be going to Sam Dillo potentially also. Look, be playing that recently.
And then we see a Misfortune ban against Fudgy Ditters, another comfort champion for Fudgy. Good ban. And we're seeing a Scion ban hover from Don't Ban Poppy. Didn't know. It could be the Scion support. Zawardo has played it.
When a Nasus ban, taking that away from Front Lash, but Morgana ban followed up. So Morgana being a very strong support champion currently. Also can shut down engages pretty hard with that Black Shield. So if Jarvan engages and can't get the knockup, so very good ban from DBP.
And then we see from TBR what role do you think foresee seeing next? And we see the Pike actually coming in from Zawarudo. Zawarudo loves his Pike.
Yeah, he does love the Pike. That'll be very snowbally bot lane right there with Sivir Pike. You're gonna have them running at you at level 6. It's gonna be pretty difficult to fight them. Be interesting to see what Fudgy Ditters picks up in response to that Pike Sivir bot lane.
I'm expecting something like a Tristana or like something that.
Yeah. Oh, a Jinx. All right, yeah, Jinx. There you go.
Not
decent
bad.
range though.
Yeah.
She can stick back pretty well. Very very big hyper carry and pretty strong at the moment. Can snowball games with her, especially her passive. So
Get excited. I
get
can get
excited
excited.
indeed.
Yeah,
We're looking for a top lane pick. And front lash picks up Irelia. Alright. Very solid comp coming out from DBP.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be a scary snowbally game. I feel like it's going to be a bloodbath, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of high aggro early game champions. Jarvan, Irelia,
Janna.
Rek'Sai and Pyke. Yeah, that's going to be...
And Janna is surprisingly very aggressive. People think she's a passive support, but no, her W hurts.
Jack's being picked up for TBR against Irelia. It's a pretty interesting matchup there with Counter-Strike against Irelia. Can engage pretty well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think I like both team comps. I think TBR has more of the run at them and try to pick somebody out, get them low enough, and then Pyke ultimate and just clean them up. Kind of more, I think, engaged. Like, oh no, their DBPs can engage too, but high engage too. But like, I feel like that's more of finding the pick with this on the hunt Sivir ultimate and the Pyke ult, while DBP is more of trapping somebody with the Cataclysm and then utilizing that Cataclysm as well as the Vanguard's Edge from Irelia to do huge amounts of damage from the Jinx, giving Jinx a lot of space, giving Ziggs a lot of space.
Are we ready to start the game, or?
Let me get rid of this pick ban scene and the out of game. Okay, there. Now I'm ready. Let's put the R here.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I think I like DBP's comp a bit more than TBR. They just seem to have a more solid front line with Jarvan and Irelia, where Rek'Sai, is going to go quite a bit of damage. And, Jax is a decent front line, but still not a solid tank. So I think I'd give the comp advantage here to DBP. They just got a very good setup, and they've got a support to peel for their backline carries of Jinx Ziggs. So.
Absolutely, and I think the Cataclysm will give TBR the edge, I think, with giving them that closed corners, along with the Vanguard's edge. So I do want to give it the advantage as well to Dome Ban Poppy, but I wouldn't count TBR out in this team with their team comp either, because if Sivir and Pyke can find their carries, such as the Zig or the either the Ziggs or the Jinx by themselves. Jinx is immobile. She has good range, but she's immobile. She's a mobile ADC at the end. So if you can catch these carries as a group of 5 and just pick them off one by one, I think TBR has a chance of largely snowballing the game.
Yeah, TBR has very snowbally comp with this Rek'Sai and Pyke and Jack. So if they do get ahead early, I think they can definitely press their lead pretty well. Although DPP can hold out decently, with Janna and Ziggs wave clear. So they can definitely stall for the late game and wait for the Jinx to come online. Mm-hmm. So
what TBR is going to need to look for is to find some of the major cooldowns being burned. So, for example, the Janna Tornado or the Monsoon, when those abilities are down, that's a nice window for Pyke or Jax or the Rek'Sai to just go in, because there's no Tornado to disrupt them, or the Monsoon.
Yeah, for sure. I just think the Sivir is going to have some difficulty staying alive in fights. You do have the spell shield, but there's just so many ways that the Sivir can just get killed if the Irelia goes deep, and then also you have got a Jarvan going after you with the Cataclysm.
And if you get
trapped, pretty hard.
If you get into the Cataclysm, you can't get out of that.
She has no escape abilities, only has a spell shield, so they don't really have too much peel for the Sivir here. Pike has a stun, but
Cass has a
Yeah,
Cass's miasma could be very useful in this situation as well.
That's true.
Because
You can Halta engage pretty hard with that.
And then Jax can come in and counter-strike, stun the Sivir or something. That could probably work.
Your worst decisions.
Yeah, indeed. It's just, I think that's key here is if TBR can keep their carries alive of Sivir and Cassio. Just pretty hard for them to. Again, yeah, there's just not too much peel for them.
Janna, a great champion. Love that champion. So aggressive. Hidden OP.
Yeah, you good old W max early, and you just spam it on the enemy champions until they cry.
Exactly. And you go Comet, and you go Celerity, and you go Relentless Hunter. And Janna just hurts. We see the Janna opting for that exhaust, which is actually pretty smart considering what their comp looks like. You can slow down the Sivir down. You can essentially negate Sivir ultimate as well as Jax engaging on top of Jinx or something. So exhaust is actually pretty smart here on the Janna, even though I personally do like Ignite. Sometimes you have to listen to your gut, not cry about it, not being able to take Ignite, and just take exhaust.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of threats from TBR with the Jackson Rek'Sai. It's going to be very useful to be able to have that exhaust ready and to negate their engage a little bit.
And we see the double TP from the mid and the top, which is very good. I think very safe for TBR.
Yeah.
As we
Or
say that,
DBP, I mean.
I am going to get the in-game.
Yeah, I mean, Guy Fieri's just looking to farm up this mid lane as much as he can to survive and maximize his farm to the teleport. So.
Oh wait, no, wait. It's still. Duh, I am so dumb.
Yeah, 3-minute spectator delay. Yeah.
The spectator delay that existed. So now we see that what the comp is and what the summoner spells are. Note that there's an exhaust coming out from Cassiopeia as well. That's actually pretty smart. Because Pike is going to want to take that ignite. So we're gonna and you still have to have that exhaust for the Jinx, for the Aurelia, for the Jarvan.
Jarvan and the Aurelia, yeah.
Jarvan and the Aurelia.
At least provide something for your backline, so if those kind of assassin bruisers do get back there, that you at least have something to slow down their damage.
So that's actually very smart pick coming in from Clumsy Chocobo with that exhaust. Because Cassio is not going to need that heal or the barrier. It's not a major kill lane per se from a Ziggs.
Yeah, not against the Ziggs. He's just going to be looking to farm, so
they don't. Cassio's not going to necessarily need a barrier or a heal. Just need that exhaust for that utility in the late game. So absolutely props to Clumsy Chocobo already for taking that summoner spell. In chat, tell us hashtag DBP win, hashtag TBR win. Just tell us in chat, okay? And I will be watching the chat as well, just in case I miss something. So let us know what y'all think. BAT win. You know what? OP, Big Anime Titties will always be a team in our hearts, okay? Just not the game right now, but it'll always exist in our heart. And of course, Jaundice is rooting for DPP because that's his team. But I do see DBP's team. Looking at team comp alone, I think I like DBP's better. But we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, it just seems like DBP's comp is just a lot easier to pull off. It's very straightforward. You have your Jarvan engage, and beyond that, where with TBR you're going to be kind of open for a pike hook or maybe a flank from Jax or something like that. But again, it's going to be very hard when you have a Janna with the Monsoon available to just repel any engages.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna hide the overlay for a second and unlock everything.
And of course, the most important analysis is the skin game. And you have 5 skins on the side of DBP versus 4 skins on the side of TBR. So I think that's a clear game 1 victory here for DBP just based on that.
And they got the best Janna skin. No flame to Bewitching Janna, but Forecast Janna is always the best Janna skin. No, there's no better feeling than BMing as a Forecast Janna, just spamming the weather report. And also that Victorious Jarvan skin.
Yeah, Season 1 Victorious Jarvan skin. Pretty impressive that he's been around for that long, but it's really not that pretty of a skin in game, to be honest. Just kind of weird looking.
But the splash is beautiful.
The splash is pretty cool. Yeah, the splash is pretty cool.
And then the pizza delivery silver.
And are you in game now, Hoogie?
Yes.
Or?
Yes, I am in game now, so I'm gonna pull up the overlay and Aha, we did it! The overlay exists now.
Alright. What's your in-game time?
Let's pause at 10 seconds.
Alright. Alright, I'm paused there.
I'm also paused there.
And 3, 2, 1. Alright, cool.
Alright, how does it look, everybody?
Yeah, and looks like TBR is pinging out for... I'd like to see them invade here since you have the pike. Just a very strong level 1 hook, but...
And we see the mastery spam coming.
Of course. Looks like they're just going to do a 5-point start here.
Kind of boring.
Nothing out of the... Yeah, kind of boring. I would like to see with the pike, but...
Very laggy? Okay, I'm gonna adjust it very low.
It'll do, donkey. It'll do.
It'll do. You know what? You'll have to deal with it. Sorry. I put it on low quality just for you, and I do not want to hover that refillable potion. And director camera? Come on, fix itself, please. It's only a director camera, I don't care. Wait. Directed camera, please. Not manual camera. There we go. Now the directed camera is not a boosted monkey. Thank you. There you go.
What's your in-game time again, just to confirm?
Oh, right. 127.
Alright, we're good, yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to switch the portraits right now. I got you.
Got a little level 1 fight here between Samdillo and Frontlash.
Exciting.
Classic.
But Samdillo, I think, won that fight.
Oh, and here comes a Jarvan level 2 gank, and oh gosh, Zawardo's in a very bad location down here with the Jarvan. He's going to have to walk around. Spotted it out, though, technically, since he came to lane late, so good for him. Rek'Sai is looking to invade the Jarvan's buffs since he's been spotted bot side. Very good on Menbung there. Good map awareness.
Time check. Oh, we see a fight. And Samdillo just did a tower shot.
And Legend's going for a gank mid, misses a knock-up, so Clumsy Chocobo should be able to just get out of it here. He kind of sticks around and takes a little bit of damage, though, and you see Legends MK going to the top side here. Might find Menbong soon. And also, you got Samdillo collapsing on from the top side, going onto Legends MK, gets the stun, and he's just going to EQ out of there with Menbong burning the flash. Does not get the cancellation on the Jarvan's flag and drag.
Kind of interesting, but you know what? We'll take it. You hate to see that from chat, from Jaundice. Yeah, I hate to see that from about the flash.
Indeed.
Oh, you know what? It's alright. It's alright. And see Menbung taking his blue buff, which means...
Yeah, he did get the successful 3 buff off of Legends MK. Good map awareness there to read where Legends was on the map.
Absolutely. That's now it's not ahead in camps, but you know it's kind of even.
Yeah, with the buffs, it's especially taking a blue buff away from Jarvan. So you didn't get one. Oh, look, looks like Legends MK is going into Menbung's jungle here, kind of blind. EQ's over the wall. Menbung's currently waiting for a gank in the bot lane. It's gonna find Legends potentially. Yeah, he pings it. Bots out Legends MK. Doesn't look like much is gonna result from it. Legends MK doesn't have any mana, so he can't really do much there.
Then we see Clumsy Chocobo just aggressing on top of Gakieri. Noxious Slash. That's what the key is called.
Yeah. Also, am I doing play-by-play or?
You're doing play-by-play, yeah, correct.
Alright, cool.
So I can look at the cast at the same time.
Nothing too interesting. Get some minor CS leads on the side of DBP in the mid and bot lane. Junglers have kind of just been farming as they've run into each other often, so there haven't really been any successful ganks yet. Jarvan picking up that rejuvenation bead, meaning he's gonna look to go T-Mat here. Menbung pinging out the top scuttle, looks like he's gonna try to go for that. Got Jarvan walking towards the same direction. So.
And we see a CS lead. A slight CS lead. Actually, no, not really. Actually, never mind. Carry on.
Looks like they're gonna go for the scuttle, then K is going to find them, however. Let's see if he gets to steal this away. And he does get the steal, I think, yeah. And so we got a little fight here. Irelia is coming up to fight. Menbung landing the knockup onto Legends MK. He's only level 3 though. Legends MK landing double knockup onto Menbung and Sam Diller on their running for their lives now. They realize they are not winning this fight. Good counter strike there from Sam Dillo, and oh, the flag with Legends MK picking up the first blood.
That flag hurts. Oh my gosh.
Nice little snipe indeed. And there's the classic Janna harass.
And a nice hook onto Jinx, but it doesn't matter because Jinx is gonna keep trading back anyway. The classic Janna
doesn't matter
harass.
when Janna's just throwing a W at you every 2 seconds. Indeed, it was quite the swag flag there from Legends.
And there's a huge minion wave top lane. Sam Delio can't fight this in the top lane right now.
And because of that fight he lost, Sam Delio lost quite a bit of CS, so now Frontlash has a pretty sizable CS lead in the top lane.
And we see the minion wave going towards, a huge minion wave going towards, red side here. So we see the Jinx just trading autos for free because the Sivir gonna have to focus on the CS.
Yeah. Oh, and Legends MK coming for a gank here in the top lane. Sam Dillo burning the counter strike. He's in a lot of trouble. He does not have flash available.
Vanguard
and he's gonna be going down here. Frontlash picking up a kill.
A nice flank coming in from that J4. The Irelia was able to set up that gank as well with the minion wave being in the middle of the lane and just throws that Vanguard's edge.
And Sam Delio just did not have any vision in the river. He did have a trinket available, but just didn't get around to warding it, so did not know the Jarvan was coming.
And
actually,
the BM coming in from side.
BM indeed.
Doesn't matter, the Jinx is just gonna keep harassing with the rockets.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too big of a CS lead though for Fudgy Ditters. It's pretty close. Jarvan and Kurtz is hanging in there against this pretty toxic bot lane of Janna and Jinx. Legends MK pinging for a gank mid. Does the sweeper, sees there's no wards, doesn't get the knockup on a clumsy chocobo, and got fear he's gonna drop the ult. Oh, he just dives the Cassio after the ult landed on him and the bomb, getting the kill on a clumsy chocobo. Symphonia and Fudge Ditters are chasing down Menbung after he showed bot. He's only level 5, he's gotta be pretty careful. Pike looking for a hook. Lands the hook on a Fudgy Ditters, but they're gonna kind of let them get the scuttle here and start up the Drake.
And that should be a pretty free Drake, just because of that mid lane priority right there. Cassio can't respond to that. So, and Cassio's also not in base. I mean, not in base. He is in base. So.
Oh, and looking to do a 4-man bot lane here. With the slow into Jabberman Kurtz. Jabberman Kurtz having to flash out, and looks like that'll be it. They're just gonna shove out this wave. Good read there. They had the ward that spotted them out coming down there. Menbug taken very low from the blue buff. Poor guy. Does reach level 6 off of that though.
But that was an ouchie.
That was an ouchie. Almost got executed.
And then it would have been a true. Yeah, I hate to see that.
Indeed.
More mastery spam. More mastery spam from the Pyke. I love it.
As you do, as you do.
More that action. I got another tower plating off of the bot lane.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx Janna is just such a powerful sieging lane right there. You can just give Jinx the extra AD and then a lot of attack speed to just shred that tower.
Doesn't give attack speed, but it does give AD.
Well, yeah, but the Jinx has the attack speed with
that's true.
From her passive, but I mean, whatever. Yeah.
From minigun. She has to use minigun in order to use it.
Indeed.
But, did you know that Janna actually gives you as much AD as a BF sword max rank?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy right there. Just 1,300 gold worth of AD. Get a little engage here from Samdillo and Front Lash, taking about half health. I know Front Lash is going to go in on Samdillo, but isn't really winning this fight, so Legends MK is here to clean it up. He's going to have to land the knockup really to kill him here. Oh, good flash there from Samdillo, and all the counter strike, and that's the Legends MK going down, and well, the Jinx rocket from across the map kills Samdillo.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Roger Ditters can be like, I'll cash in on that. I didn't even see the rocket. I was just like, what did he die to? Like, oh man, crossing. You tried to hop back in on Front Lash too.
Oh, Pyke rolling
looking
up.
to kill Front Lash here. Drops the ult and does pick up the kill onto Front Lash. Oh man. Poor Samdillo. He played that so well, and then just a cross map Jinx ult. Very unfortunate.
That team comp, I just realized DBP's team comp is a lot of global pressure with the Ziggs and the Jinx rocket.
Yeah, that was
a lot of
indeed.
up execute. They have to be really careful when they're low health.
Fudgy Ditter's taking down more plating here. This might get the last one here. Looks like they're gonna press for it. Nope, Jabberman Kurtz will clear the wave. Oh, Legends MK looking for a dive here. Jabberman Kurtz does see it though with the ward, so he's just gonna back off this tower. Very smart of him to do that. I'm gonna probably have to give up first tower gold here. And Legends MK getting hooked, but he's gonna swag flag out, and it's like now they're gonna try to defend this tower with Menbung rotating down to provide some support.
Moral support.
Moral support.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk away. Menbung's just gonna go right back to farming a jungle.
Indeed.
And we see some farming here. And if we look at the CS difference here, there's a sizable CS difference in the bot and the mid lane.
Yeah.
Ziggs have quite a bit of farm above.
Samdillo trying to fight Front Lash here. He, Front Lash drops the ultimate, but just completely misses it. It's gonna go down to Samdillo. Unfortunate there. Hate to see that.
Yeah, unlucky for sure.
Ward of landing the hook, and they're gonna engage onto Fudgy Ditters. Blows his flash and his heal, but Jabberman Kurtz is left alone, and Jinx Rocket completely whiffs, and yeah, they're gonna go for this tower again. Legends MK is down here though, looking to. Yeah, so Wardo's in a pretty awkward location here. He's kind of on a solo mission. I don't think he's gonna be able.
Great tornado coming in from Symphonian, and Zarado flashes out.
Symphonian picking up the kill with the Janet W.
Janet
Dark side
W.
looking to go top side. They might go for a dive here. Maybe, maybe not. Or is he just gonna take some camps? I think he's just gonna take some camps.
Yeah, that NATO was so good. I actually have to give a huge props to that NATO by Symphonian.
Yeah, it's a very good NATO indeed. Unlash checking the bush, but I mean, he does not want to fight this Jax. He's been losing for a while. Rek'Sai in the wings, looking to come in. Looks like he's gonna back.
Sam
Really,
Delio,
just like that. Yeah.
Sam Delio had that ninja tabbies, which is really going to help negate a lot of damage from Aurelia.
Oh, so
Considering
Wardo getting caught out here, but doesn't look like Legends MK is gonna go on it. Pops the Sivir ulti just to be safe. Got clumsy Chocobo. It's farming out waves. They're gonna pick up the second dragon here, which is a we got a pause. 3k ping. Unfortunate.
But yeah, if you look at the builds here, the reason why Sam Delio is winning a lot of these trades against the Aurelia's a lot of her abilities is auto attack based, including her Q, which is an auto attack. And Sam Delio has a ninja tappies, and he has a counter strike.
Yeah, so that kind of gives them with the ninja tabbies, he kind of gives them the 1v1 advantage, in my opinion. But I would have liked to see the tabbies picked up from Aurelia also, honestly. You got 480 champions that like to auto attack. There's some CC, but there's really not that much. You can avoid it pretty easily, but does opt for the Merc Treads here.
And then we see a decent CS advantage on the bot lane, and you see the IE already completed on the Jinx. Although she sold her Doran's blade item, it's actually worth it because she gets that extra damage from the Infinity Edge. So good for Jinx for completing that item really quickly. And then Janna is sitting on a Moby Boots, very important item for important rush item for Janna for sure, just because you get that extra damage from her W as well as her auto attacks with her passive. So the Moby Boots is actually pretty huge buy for Janna here.
It makes it pretty easy to roam around too, and Janna has some pretty effective roams that you can pull off pretty easily, giving a shield and point and click slow. So.
And a tornado.
And a tornado, yeah, which you can usually land if you hit the slow. So.
And then you can also flash into them and monsoon the enemy into your team.
Indeed.
You can play Janna very aggressively, folks. Do not play her like a passive shield support and sit back and shield. Do not do her like that, please.
And we got an R here. Looks like we're gonna be starting up soon. Gosh, and Sam Delio only with the vision score of 2 up here in the top lane. I'd like to see a bit more vision from here, from him up there. Just to spot out those Legends MK. Are you at 15, 16, 17, 18? Oh, Menbon going in for the gank on a front lash.
Wait, can you do the time again?
25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah,
okay, good. We're good. Okay, great. I thought we were off in time for a second.
Good gank there by Menbung, and they're spotting out Legends MK trying to take this blue buff, and they're gonna harass him off of this, so.
Nice trading of auto attacks by Jabberman Kurtz. Good kiting forwards from Jabberman.
Yeah, it looks like Menbung's gonna try to pick up the Rift Herald here. Good call from him, seeing that Legends MK was bot lane. He's gonna have to finish it up pretty quick.
Good lane swap by DBP as well, because now they have a lot of priority with this, and now Menbung's being spotted out. Oh no, not spotted out. They don't know.
Maybe not. Yeah.
They don't actually know.
Surprisingly, looks like they're gonna pick up this Herald. Rift Herald could reset here. It's patient fire up. Oh, they do get it, so that's good. Yeah, I do like this lane swap a lot. I really was already struggling, so.
Oh, there's a 4-man going top lane.
Yeah, they do not have the vision really, so and Sawardo misses the hook, so it does not look like much is gonna result from that. Legends MK looking to get a kind of a flank here, maybe? Doesn't really have any team around him. Maybe he's just looking to spot out some people. Does spot out Clumsy Chocobo, but kind of peculiar. I'm not really. It looks like that's all that's going to result from that. Sivir just wave clearing mid, trying to get that CS count up, and Aurelia's left a free farm in the bot lane, which is just what you want your Aurelia to do. Just get her Triforce and become relevant.
And then we just see 3 people of TBR sitting in the top lane. Now we see
they get this. This is a 5-man engage onto the top lane here. Got a huge numbers advantage. Flash knockup from Menbung, so Wardo landing the ult, and oh, he is cleaning up everything. Gets a double kill with that. Legends MK flag and dragon out, and Flash Q does not land from Javin McCurds. Clumsy Chocobo goes for it though, gets the poison, and gets the kill onto Legends MK.
I'm pretty sure
very good play for them.
I'm pretty sure he just used Twin Bang. He didn't even use the poison.
Yeah, I think he landed the poison before, but it's gonna cost TBR quite a bit. Ziggs is pushing down mid lane tower, and the front lash is pushing down the bot lane tower, so they are giving up quite a bit of pressure and gave up a tower, but I think it's something they needed because they were kind of starting to lag behind in gold.
Yeah, so good for TBR on that play top lane. That was a huge play. Great spotting out, great turn, and how do they say that? We see something going on, right?
Yeah, it looks like front lash and Guy Fieri are gonna stop their pushes in the bot lane now that TBR is backed off and come back to their lanes. Need to see how Menbung uses this Rift Herald here in the next couple minutes. You need to make sure it's just the most impactful Rift Herald, getting the most tower damage, and hopefully tower gold out of it you can. And Legends MK kind of building like 4 items at once here. Almost. He's got his boots and his phage and a chain vest. That rejuvenation beat still. Pretty interesting. Yes, never completed that into a T-mat, which is interesting. I thought that's what he was going to go for when he... usually that's what you do when you buy the early rejuvenation beat is rush T-mat, but...
He's
looking to clear out some... Yeah, and it's the same too, but you to go for pots, really. More effective.
True. Maybe Legends has his own strategy, huh?
And Bunk's kind of lurking around in the spot side jungle. Just kind of poking his head around. Looking to get the spot tower here, kind of close that tower goal difference. He's going to summon the Rift Herald bot side, and Front Lash is going to ping it out, wants some assistance with it. Gets the damage onto it, but it's going to be killed very quickly here by Front Lash. And Ziggs picked up another turret in the top side, because big sieging is pretty ridiculous. Javin McCurds cannot defend this tower.
Nope.
He's just gonna
die.
He's gonna go down here to Legends MK. Yeah.
Ziggs doesn't even get the assist, unfortunately, but that's alright.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's 2 turrets. They are just going to the side of DBP. TBR just not really rotating successfully to respond to that. They're gonna look to pick up the dragon response here, but oh, maybe not. They're just gonna back up.
Yeah, there's a Jinx, there's a bot lane and the Aurelia. That's a little spooky for them.
TBR's.
Budgie looking to pick up that red buff there right now, so it's pretty good.
Yep, and Sam Diller gonna engage on a front lash, but he does not know that there's 2 other members of DBP here, so he's gonna be in a tough 1v3 situation. He's gonna try to pick it up on a front lash, does not get the damage to kill him. Unfortunate.
Great heal by the Janna, actually.
Indeed, saving his life. DBP's probably gonna look to pick up the dragon now that they've got the numbers in their favor, and they see Jabber McCurt's top side, so it should be another free dragon to the side of DBP. And Zawardo needs to be careful. He can get caught out pretty easily here. He's not careful.
And we see, as we look at some of the
Zawardo with the Mastering BM. Oh yeah.
As we see some of the gold lead, we actually see only a slight gold lead in the top lane for Sam Dilio, in favor of Sam Dilio. About a 600 gold lead for Legends MK.
Yeah.
About 1.5 1.7 to 1.6k gold lead in the mid lane in favor of Guy Fieri. Getting the tower gold as well as the farm, getting that Ziggs really ahead. And then Jinx also with a 1.4k advantage, thanks to the slight farm advantage as well as the kill gold. So Don't Ban Palpy is actually looking pretty good. And John Atlas also has a nice, sizable 700 gold lead.
Indeed, yeah. The only advantage they have is on this Jax here, and it's not even that great, only 500 gold. So, TBR is definitely quite a bit behind on their carries. Sivir and Cassio compared to the carries of DBP. So.
But we could see a turnaround here.
Oh, Zawardo hooking at front lash. Jinx Rocket coming out for some reason. I don't really know.
I don't know either.
Field goal is good. That's all I really got to say about that.
Ziggs picking up that blue buff. Good for him.
Yeah, Drax is starting to grow into quite the monster. He's going to be completing the Sterix here soon, so he will be doing quite a bit of damage and have a lot of survivability with that Sterix. So they're going to have to watch out for him in a team fight.
And then let's see. Hold on. So we see Cassio going on.
Warda looking for a hook, but just going to be faced with a bunch of Ziggs poke. And Benbug kind of looking for an engage, but it's already kind of down a bit of HP. It's going to get caught out by that Jinx W, and the flag comes out from Jarvan, but doesn't even follow it. Menbug's going to have to flash. Front lash picking up a tower in the bot lane. Good of him to pressure the side lanes, especially with that TP available.
We see Cassio throwing down the Miasma.
Yeah, they're gonna have to give up this mid lane tower because of 6W, and they're he's just gonna continue pressuring this mid lane. Actually, no, it looks like they're gonna back off now. Maybe look at Baron. I think Baron would be a pretty solid call here. You do it very fast with Jinx. So.
And we see the Phantom Dancer rush on the Sivir. She has a Phantom Dancer completed, which is nice for survivability, I think. I would like to see Essence Reaver or a BF or an IE or something, just so that Sivir has a little bit more damage. But the survivability and the kiteability from the Phantom Dancer isn't necessarily a bad thing, I think.
Yeah, but he does not have the early game power spike with Eye Edge. Really, they're going to be waiting for this Sivir to complete it, but it looks like he's going to go for Essence Reaver here second, so...
No, it's not an Essence Reaver because that's a BF sword. I don't know what they're going for here. It built up a pickaxe.
Oh, built out a pickaxe. I do not know then. I would like to see the Eye Edge pick up here from Sivir soon. You just need to hit that mid-game power spike sooner rather than later.
And then we see the Rhyolite and the completed Seraph coming in from Cassio. It's going to be pretty good for our survivability.
Indeed, quite a bit of health, and then that giant shield you'll get from Seraphs, so...
And then definitely we see that Morellonomicon and Luden's completed for Ziggs. That's actually going to be pretty huge in terms of reducing some of that healing that they can get from Conqueror, from both Samdilio and Membunk, as well as Cassio's E healing, that Twin Fang healing, as well as Zawardo healing.
You got Dragon spawning here in a bit. Looks like DBP is going to rotate down to that. Don't expect TBR to really try to fight this, as they are down 5k gold, so their carries don't really have their huge power spikes yet, so it's like they're just going to give this one up. Could go for a rush Baron here if they were bold, but they're not going to be. They're not in the position to do that. Gotta be careful here in the mid lane, though. They do not have their entire team here. Samdilio does have the TP available, but yeah, now it's a classic mid-game question where you have all of your towers down except for your inhibitor towers, and Baron's kind of a risky call because TBR still does have vision control around it, so it's kind of just a waiting game until somebody missteps.
And you notice the amount of dragons that DBP have, kind of off topic a little bit, but we see 4 dragons coming in from DBP. That's going to be really huge, especially with 2 clouds. You're going to be able to out-rotate and and play to their win condition of getting the towers with the Ziggs and the Jinx, as well as catching out people with the Jarvan and the Aurelia.
Yeah, sadly no Mountain Drake to help them take Baron, but getting a little bit of damage out here on a Menbung. He's kind of caught out. He's not tank ult. The Ziggs ult and the Jinx ult coming out from Menbung, both whiffing as he just tunnels out. Oh man, that was something.
But
and Menbung does have to be pretty careful here. He's not really tanky at all with only a Cleaver and Warrior, so.
Great miasma actually from Clumsy Chocobo. Actually aggro's the Baron.
Gotta be careful here though, they could easily get caught out with Jarvan. With the flash hook missing. A little bit questionable considering the health of his teammates, and they're gonna start up this Baron here, and TBR does not have any vision on it. Does not look, yeah, they do not look like they're gonna be able to contest this at all. So Wardo's gonna probably go for a Miracle Steal while Menbung goes bot lane to take the blue buff. Oh, he almost got it. That was really close.
That was a really close and a really good attempt at Zawardo with the death from below.
Indeed, it's probably, I think I saw it go down to like 300 HP, so it was a pretty close steal, but I don't know, I would have liked to see Menbung over there going for the steal. He's the same level as Legends MK, could have made it a 50-50 smite, but I don't know, he just decided to go bot lane for the blue buff, but.
And now with that, we see that Jinx have the IE and the Runons and the rapid fire cannon. She's going to hurt. 75% crit. Being able to auto from far away with the rockets and the rapid fire cannon. With the boost from Janna's shield, which probably, if it's maxed out at this point, she gets a free BF. Jinx get a free BF sword along with the bonus damage from Ardent Sensor and the attack speed. So that Jinx is going to be massive.
Very scary Jinx indeed. Also, they're going to be able to siege really well with this Baron buff. You got a Ziggs for poke and also a Jinx for poke, so I think they should be able to crack the inhibitor tower here with that. Also, TBR really does not have the best wave clear. So Wardo's kind of, I don't know, he's just toying with the Ziggs there, but you don't really want to toy with the level 16 Ziggs. That is 2.5 items in. So yeah, TBR is going to try to clear the waves here, but they really don't have the best champions for it, and there it goes down with the Ziggs W. Cracking open the base.
The Jinx does so much damage, even without a Mountain Drake.
It is a frightening Jinx for sure. Yeah, they're going to rotate the top lane here now to try to crack that top tower, and I think they're probably going to be able to do it too. TBR just doesn't really have a comp for defending towers, especially against the Baron buff. And Menbung going in, but just going to get dunked by the J4, and Zawardo does get to pick the kill up onto Guy Fieri. Fudgy Ditters is a little bit overreaching with his rockets. Almost goes down, but just flashes out and heals. And the Fudgy Ditters landing the rocket onto Jabberman Kurtz, taking him down. So they're going to continue their siege here with Legends MK still having the GA up.
And then you
try
see
to
the
take down this tower.
Frontlash is also splitting bot lane.
Yeah, he's just been hitting this tower for a couple minutes now, and so it goes down. Gonna go for the 1v1 versus this Jax, but it's not gonna win it. Jax just has more gold, but Clumsy Chocobo's gonna get caught out by the flag and drag, and DBP's gonna pick up 2 inhibs here. Might be looking to rotate bot to pick up this 3rd one.
That'd be a little greedy, I think. No.
It would be a little greedy. Looks like they're just gonna back off for Drake, safer call. Get a 5th Drake for them.
Now we see the Ocean Drake being picked up from DBP. The 5th dragon of the game. Two Ocean and and 2 clouds, which means any bad trade that DBP might have, as long as they don't die, they could regen everything back.
Yeah.
Or at least enough back so that they can just go back for another trade.
This Jack's just completed the Spear of Sojin, so he's incredibly strong now with that 3-item power spike. He could be a monster in team fights. Also level 17, so he definitely, I think TBR has a way to win it. I think it's through the Jax that's at 3 items here. He's near in the late game with 268 CS as well.
Sterex, with the Trinity
same.
Force and a Sterex gauge, that Jax is going to be huge.
The Spear of Sojin to reduce the non-ultimate cooldowns.
AKA his W.
Pretty
his
nice on Jax.
His W and his counter tricks is going to be up very often. And his Q.
Yeah, which then negates all of the Jinx damage if he's not going to be... if he's just dodging all those attacks. So DBP is going to gather in the bot lane here, looking to crack out this last inhib. Nothing really else to take on the map, so that's the objective they're going to go for. So Warda looking for a hook. A little bit greedy, just goes back over the wall. And I mean, that's just the problem here with TBR's comp. They just don't really have a good method of engage.
They do have the Jax, and they do have
Menbung going in. He's gonna get knocked up by Jarvan. He's gonna pop a stopwatch, and Janna gonna pop him on soon. Fudgy Ditters is gonna take down the Rek'Sai. Zuardo stunned up, does pick up some kills, and man, this is a bloodbath. Jabber McCurts is gonna go down to front lash, only left, but the Jax is still alive, and he's looking to clean up this fight. He's still at full HP. Gets knocked up by Legends of K, and DBP is gonna be sent running as this Jax just did not get killed. And there we go, as you see, the Jax becoming very strong in the fight, picking up a double kill.
Yeah, that Jax is actually very scary. DBP has to be very careful around that Jax. 3 items with a Sterex gauge as well, which means he's not gonna die
And
easily.
he's gonna pick up this GA soon as well, which is gonna even more lengthen his impact on a fight, so... But, I mean, as you see there, it's just difficult there. Menbung was going for a desperation engage. Gets a knock-up and then he's having a stopwatch, and he's just not tanky, so it's just really hard for him to be effective in a team fight.
And we see that gold lead really spilling for Legends MK, as well as Fudgy Ditters. Really pretty sizable gold lead. But if you look at the gold leads a little bit more carefully, Sam Dilio topping the amount of gold that he has with 1.2k gold lead.
DBP is going to start up this Baron now. Again, it's the only objective on the map, so Zuardo is going to spot it out, but probably going to go for a Desperation Steal again, but it's just hard since he does not have a Smite. Again, I'd kind of like to see Menbung try to go for a steal here. It's a 50-50 Smite, and I mean, he's really
Too far away.
not that great when alive. Yeah, so gonna go over to DBP, and this is just gonna be pretty brutal triple inhibs and a Baron buff to defend against with not the greatest wave clear.
And you see the GA coming out from
the Jax and the Jinx and J4.
J4, so there's gonna be a lot of bloodbath revives and more bloodbath.
Sivir finally completing 3 items there, so at a pretty solid power spike there, but I think it's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, no, that's...
Menbung going for Desperation Engage, goes for the flash knockup. It's not going to land it on anybody except for Symphonia, and it's going to go down. Doesn't even get to pop the ultimate. Comes to Chocobo landing a nice ultimate out there. Going to get knocked up by Legends MK, and he's going to go down. Oh, Jabber McCurts is killed by Ziggs in the background. This Jinx is just shredded the Jax, and that looks like it's going to be a good game there. With only Zuardo living up, and that's that.
And game 1 goes to Don't Ban Poppy. Who's your MVP this game? That's my question.
That's a good question, actually. I think I would have to give it to Legends MK. He just applied so much early game pressure, and really was just the key for a lot of those engages in that fight.
Absolutely. I have to agree. I think Legends MK applied really good map pressure around the map. And if you look at the kill participation from Legends, he has 19 kill participation, the
19
highest
out of 20.
19
Yeah.
out of 20. So basically participated in every single, almost every single kill. So he's a pretty strong contender. I think I want to give my MVP to him as well.
The damage charts weren't really even that crazy. You only have an 18k damage Ziggs and Jinx. That's absurdly low, really, for a 35-minute game. I mean, yeah, I think it's clear winner here is Legends. He just applied so much early game pressure and was able to get everybody rolling on the map. And secured so many Drakes and other objectives.
But props to some of the other players, Guy Fieri, Fudgy Ditter, Symphonian, even Frontlash, being able to coordinate together to really make use of the objective controls that they have as a comp. So very big props to everybody I think involved. As we say that, I am making the stroll poll, so bear with me, please. Keep talking, Maya. I want to hear what you think. Keep talking.
Well, I don't know. I mean, as we said in before the game, just DBP really just had to clear much easier to perform comp and just saw it executed as it was. Where TBR was just kind of struggling to engage fights where you're just looking for a knock up from Nenbung, but that's pretty difficult to pull off sometimes. And then not really having much peel for the Sivir or the Casio, so they were struggling to keep alive in those fights without a solid peel support.
And
So
the stroll poll
there's
has
a lot
been
of
made. Everybody, go vote.
Like to just see a much more cohesive comp from TBR in the second game. Maybe taking away the Jarvan from Legends MK would be a good. He was pretty effective on that.
And we're gonna pause the stream a little bit while we set up for the next game, okay?
All right, see you guys later.